minutes or so. We even saw you pointing at the Mavs bench. What was going on there?
No, I mean, someone over there said, you won't shoot another one. I got some space. I let it fly. It went in. So I just let him know I heard him over there.
Yeah, and you hit a couple for sure. Now, JJ told us in regards to your offseason, you've been kind of tasked to being more of a leader with this group, that you've taken the reins there. What is an example of something like that?
I mean, we can lead by example. We can lead with our voice. I've been trying to do a little bit of both. So just trying to hold guys accountable, hold myself accountable first and foremost, and just try to help us be better each day.
Gabe, thank you. Good luck this season.
Appreciate it.
Guys, back to you.
George, I'm just glad we got to the bottom of what got Gabe Vincent all riled up at the beginning of the game, because he was talking to everybody on the Mavs sideline. And he hit those 5 threes to start the game. Vincent with a game-high 22 points, but nothing here in the second half. 18 of those 22 came in the first 4 minutes and 9 seconds. And how about Anthony Davis, Lively, and Flagg, and Washington all on the floor to start the fourth quarter of a preseason game?
Last preseason game, so they wanted to up their minutes, get them at least part of the way through the fourth quarter. That's what Jason Kidd said to us pregame.
Yeah, he said he didn't feel comfortable as a head coach going into the regular season without anybody playing a fourth quarter that was going to play in the regular season.
That was a nice jump hook by Lively. I feel like there's untapped potential there offensively.
Only 21 years of age, third NBA season out of Duke. Vincent with one on the timer, can't get it, and rebounded by Flagg. And a chance for the Mavs to take the lead, which would be their first since the first basket of the game. 13 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists for Cooper Flagg. Lively gets it back from Washington and scores over Hachimura.
2 jump hooks in a row by Derek Lively. The year they went to the finals with Luka on the team, obviously, Jason Kidd was saying that he believed they could expand his arsenal, like he was practicing that first year, 3-point shots. So just, he's got to stay healthy and continue his development.
Well, Vincent is now struggling after that hot start, throwing threes, 1 for his last 6. Nembhard from deep. On a 2-way contract, the assist leader in college basketball last year, showing he can hit from deep. Timeout Lakers, a 7-0 run by Dallas to start the fourth.
Dub, that is, has another level he can get to, and he was absolutely brilliant in the run. I think Chet Holmgren absolutely probably has a couple of levels to get to. Still have depth, still have a suffocating defense. I think Houston obviously took a huge hit when Fred VanVleet got hurt. I love the Denver team, I will say that.
There were 2 series last year that the Oklahoma City Thunder needed 7 games to win, but given the talent they have, along with the great coaching, Mark Daigneault and his staff, got to think they're the team to beat in the league going into the season.
And I do think those 2 7-game series were invaluable to refining a champion.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander repeat as MVP. Part of that 2018 draft. He was the 11th player selected. Luka Doncic and DeAndre Ayton were 3rd and 1st respectively in that same draft. Now teammates with the Lakers as Connect lost.
Game 1 on that shot, right side of the floor. What an unbelievable series.
And unfortunately, Halliburton got the Achilles injury in that game and out for this season. Anthony Davis has played 32 minutes here tonight. Shot clock down to 2. He's doubled, has to hoist it, and he draws a foul.
That's frustrating here. That's frustrating. But isn't he just got to give these young guys a lot of credit?
Davis entering year 14. The hope for Maverick fans and for Anthony Davis himself is a full season of good health. Again, joined the Mavs after the Luka Doncic trade and played in just 9 games, but did make it back for the play-in tournament. Scored 40 points in the loss against Memphis that sent the Grizzlies to the playoffs, and the Mavericks home for the summer. Davis had that second one spin out. He's missed 3 free throws tonight. Dallas by 6, 4 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Dwight Powell getting some run here in the fourth. Didn't see him in the first half. Able to get a rebound and clear the possession there for the Mavs, and Jason Kidd calls a timeout. He's going to get Davis out, and his night will be over.
Process of getting ready for the games.
He was second team All-NBA last year.
It's just ridiculous. The numbers are ridiculous. But I will say this, you know, we talk always about Father Time. And if he's in a tug of war, it does feel like Father Time is pulling that rope a little closer to his side.
Another miss by Connect. He is 1 of 7 from 3. Luka Doncic, we showed you him in street clothes. He's not playing tonight, but he's healthy. He did not. He played last night in preseason for the first time. Will likely play Friday in the Lakers preseason finale, and will be good to go on Tuesday for the Lakers regular season opener against the Warriors.
Good pass by Koloko.
Watson, no good on the 3, and out of bounds to the 1.5 minutes of work.
Very willing to shoot the 3, AD tonight. Took 3 of them, didn't make them. I thought he looked confident and comfortable on all of them.
Jaden Hardy from deep drops in a 3.
It will be interesting to see, given the approach you said, very cautious, whatever, about LeBron. How does that look for him? I'd assume no back-to-backs, unless it's, you know, very strange circumstances where maybe the first half he plays limited minutes and then he decides to give it a go. You know, you look at a team like Cleveland, who, after bowing out much earlier than they expected, Kenny Atkinson has said very definitively that they need to make adjustments both tactically and physically, including conditioning, moving closer to the playoffs. Like, can you land the plane? That's the expression, right? Are you playing your best basketball late?
Meanwhile, Brandon Williams, who had some games last year for Dallas when he went off, he had 31 points against Memphis in a game in March. He's coming to the game and has 5 points in a minute and a half. Now a turnover. They're going to call a foul here on Koloko. Might be a clear path or a transition take, one or the other. And they'll go to the monitor to check that out. 18-2, the Mavs outscoring the Lakers here in the fourth. Our upcoming national TV schedule on NBC Peacock Tuesday. We mentioned the Warriors, Lakers, the Rockets and Thunder will start things off as Oklahoma City raises its first banner to the rafters. Then on Prime on Friday, Mitchell, she made the call, was transition take. So clear path is the call, so it's upgraded essentially because you have 9 shooting 2. Don't know if things will work out in Dallas, but Jason Kidd was very complimentary of Robinson Earl. It's interesting when you talk to these coaches, there are guys on the bench and it may not work out with this team, but players that could find their way onto another roster. Kidd mentioned Robinson Earl. JJ Redick had a couple players that he mentioned he thinks are NBA players at the back end of his roster. Maybe the timing not right, but at some point thinks they'll be in the league. And Robinson Earl's got experience. It's his 5th NBA season, but Kidd thinks that he'll be around for a while.
So those roster spots maybe change the equation for certain guys like Robinson Earl.
Delano Banton checking in. He hadn't really had a chance to play much here. The starters, with this being the last preseason game and a week before the regular season starts for the Mavs, not many minutes tonight for Banton until now. Powell on the cut, gets the basket. Dwight Powell, who's 5th all-time in Mavs games played. Dirk Nowitzki 1, Brad Davis 2, Derek Harper 3, Rolando Blackman, and Dwight Powell. Top 5 all-time Mavs games played. 700 for Powell. Banton couldn't handle that pass from Hardy. Powell to the basket for the slam.
The bench is reacting to Powell's dunk. Fellas, he's done that before.
700 times, right? We just mentioned how many games he's played. Powell with the save off the R.J. Davis miss. You got to get it across here to avoid the 8-second backdoor violation. And it was made by about a half second as Hardy's fouled by Williams. Well, the West is really deep. One team we haven't talked about, as you look at Dallas Hellsgren with him in the lineup, you had Al Horford. Pajemski, they think, is taking a big step. It's going to be interesting to watch them this year.
Love the acquisition of Al Horford. Incredible pro, first and foremost. Prideful competitor. Exceptional post defender. Can switch out still. It was remarkable to me a season ago that on, big to little screens, this guy is able to step out and stay down in a stance and stay in front. But the spacing he provides is just absolutely critical. Just a great acquisition. And Brandon Pajemski looks absolutely sensational. Super confident. And then, I mean, you know what you're getting every single night of the time.
There's a new point of emphasis in the NBA this season on high fives.
Yeah.
And fouls to the arms and hands of shooters once the ball is released, that they're going to call that this year.
Should be called the Dylan Brooks rule.
And the one he did was a flagrant. They would call that a flagrant now. But I don't know that anybody's going to benefit more from that than Steph Curry.
Agreed.
Which will be fascinating to watch how much his numbers go up if they're calling that this year. He'll turn 38 years of age in March. And coming off that injury in the playoffs that
it's
part of the reason they lost to Minnesota.
Dave, it's an appropriate rules tweak for this reason. It was becoming extreme. And they are not completely taking, if my understanding is correct, they are not completely taking the contact, the high five contact out. Because if it's marginal, then it's, it still could be in play. It's the follow-through part of that motion.
Right, and if it's an excessive follow-through,
right,
like the Brooks one you're talking about,
yeah,
then it will be a flagrant.
Yeah, it's dangerous. You've got to protect shooters.
Turnover by the Mavs. Smith in transition with the slam. It's now 28-4 here in the fourth quarter. Dallas with the advantage. This backdoor cut that time in basket by Miles Kelly. And Powell with the fine.
This Mavericks team over there is standing up and enjoying every minute these young guys are getting here.
And Smith turns it over. Ben, open three. Kept alive by Powell. Laker ball. Dallas has its full complement pretty much of bodies tonight. The Lakers have as many guys in street clothes as they do in uniform tonight because of all the injuries. Maxi Klebas still dealing with a quad issue. He was part of the trade last year, the Doncic AD trade. Could provide some help with rebounding. And he's healthy this year.
Maxi Klebas is a smart basketball player. And there's times here in Dallas where I think he was underrated on the defensive end.
Now we're at 2 minutes to go. Anton Watson, second-year player out of Gonzaga. Short on that one. Spent a little time with the Knicks last year. Sports Center is coming up next. Get you updated on the ALCS.
Under 2 minutes preseason game.
I don't know if that's in the rule book, but we'll put it in there tonight.
We got to get to Sports Center.
It's 33-4 in the fourth quarter. Can we get the preseason record book out for the largest fourth quarter? Although now they get 7 points. I was wondering what the fewest points were in a quarter on preseason game. I got to think it's less than 7. Robinson Earl missed the first, the second, and the nope, he got that one to go the third time. Doris, maybe it's you with these fourth quarter blowouts. You just did a game. Boston outscoring Cleveland by 31. The Lakers 0 for 7 from 3 here in the fourth quarter. And these guys have played a lot of minutes. I think maybe they just ran out of gas because, again, none of the starters other than Hachimura played for the Lakers. And Vanderbilt got hurt in the first half and didn't play in the second half. Extra possession here. Nate Williams for 3. They're 0 for 8 in the quarter from deep. Nice pass in transition. Banton to Robinson Earl. 37-6 here in the fourth in favor of Dallas. Foul on Powell. Anton Watson will go to the line.